Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. My name's Craig. It is 9 o'clock on a Monday, which means it's time for a 5x5. This is where I take 5 subjects related to magic. I spend 5 minutes talking about each subject and then I move on to the next subject. It's quick, it's snappy, you never know what you're going to get. And today I'm going to be talking to you about the coin bag. Let me explain. So the coin bag is something that's been around for a very long time. And one of the very first DVDs I ever produced, way back when I was working with World Magic Shop, probably way back before the Wizard product review, we're talking about maybe 15, 16, maybe even longer years ago. The second DVD I ever bought out was called Attack of the Bag. Let me know in the comments down below if you ever had that DVD. And Attack of the Bag came with a couple of coin bags, and it came with a bunch of routines. It came with, I think, 8 or 9 routines. And it was my work on the coin bag. And here's the thing, the coin bag had been around forever, but nobody had really done anything with it. It wasn't really used much. The coin bag came about as an expansion of the Ultimate Egg Bag. The first thing that came out was the Ultimate Egg Bag, which was like an egg bag with a mesh front, so you could actually see the egg appear. And then it then got shrunk down into a coin bag, and people would buy the coin bag and it didn't really have any routines with it. And I just kind of sat down and realized that you could actually get one ahead and one behind at various points in the routine, and it was actually more adaptable and more usable than an expanded shell. And so I put a bunch of routines together with the coin bag, and it was very well received. And then the following year, I bought out a DVD called Return of the Bag, which was another 9 or 10 routines with the coin bag, all completely different. And again, that was very well received. I was actually going to bring out a third DVD, but I left the magic community. It was going to be called Death of the Bag, but I never got around to doing that one. But here's the thing, I've been working with the coin bag for years. Anybody who knows me knows that I never stop working on something. I always carry on working on it. I never stop, which is why you constantly see me adding routines to my projects, because I'm always constantly working on stuff. And over probably the last 10, 12 years, I got about 40 or 50 routines with the coin bag. And probably the question I get the most across the various different videos on this channel is, when am I going to bring the coin bag back out again? It's not been available for years. You've bought a lot of your older stuff out, like the Mirage coin set, like the Nightshade coin set. You know, are you going to be bringing out coin bags? And that's something that I'm actually speaking to Alakazam about. But if I do, it will be on the provision that I add something to what came out before. That's what I said with the Mirage coin set. That's what I said with everything that I've ever done out. If I bring it out again, it's got to add value. And it will add value, because if I do this, it'll come, there'll be more than just the bag. There'll be a bunch of other stuff as well. And it will be the most ridiculous amount of routines that you've ever seen, more routines than anybody has ever seen, ever. So, and that's something that maybe will be coming at some point. But what I thought I'd do a 5x5 on today, in case anybody's got the coin bag, or they haven't got the coin bag, or they've had it and they haven't played around with it for years, is 5 routines, 5 of my favourite routines from the original Attack and Return of the Bag. 5 routines. I loved all of them, but these are my 5 favourites. Now, if you don't, like I said, if you don't know what the coin bag is, it is here. So it's a bag, right? And it's got a little mesh front, and you keep coins in there. And I was speaking to Nemid Phoenix about this the other day, and he said, yeah, it's a bit of a weird thing to carry around, isn't it? And I said, yeah, it is, but it's no weirder than a coin purse. You know, my name's Craig. Let me show you a trick with a little purse. All right, then, or a purse frame or something like that. It's nothing weirder than that. And I actually get into this by saying, hey, I'm going to show you something with a little bag, and it's got a mesh front, so you can see what's inside the whole time. That way I can't cheat. And then you bring the coins out and you're ready to begin. And I've got a whole bunch of sleights and moves and ideas and concepts that allow you to do various different things with these bags. But I have no problem justifying this at all. I think that this is something that you can keep your coins in, you can hold them in there, keep them nice and safe. And when you want to do the routine, you bring it out. And you know what? I was at a gig with Nem, and I said, look, I'm going to prove it to you. I'll do this. And basically the entire gig, I did the coin bag. And at the end, he was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. The reactions it's getting are insane. Fair play. So yeah, there's a lot you can do with this. And I'm going to show you 5 routines that I love performing with the coin bag. And we're going to start with shop bag. So it uses a bag. Can you see the bag?
I can.
This is a little coin bag. Nothing in it, but here's what we're going to do. I want you to watch. I'm going to make a coin appear right here. If I take a piece of nothing, throw the nothing up in the air, catch it, I can catch the coin right there in the bag.
Where the fuck did that come from?
Well, it's a coin. It appeared out of nowhere. Let me see if I can do that again. Look, you see the bag? You see the coin. The idea is to take the coin, do this, and when I do, it goes right there inside the bag.
It is big.
Now, if I leave the coin in the bag and I wave my hands over, the coin goes on top of the bag. You see, it just goes up through the top. But if I want it to go inside the bag, all I have to do is this. I do that, and the coin goes right there, back inside the bag. It's kind of crazy, right? Now, here's the interesting thing. I want you to watch very carefully and don't blink. Watch the coin, watch the bag. If I do this, the coin vanishes. Now, it doesn't go into the bag. It goes under the bag. But if I leave the coin on top of the bag, just by touching it to the bag for a split second, that's when it goes back inside the bag.
What?
Is this confusing for you? It's confusing for me. Look, let me make it easier to follow. There's a bag, there's a coin. If the coin goes into my pocket, where is the coin? I'll give you a clue. I want you to win. I genuinely want you to win this. Where's the coin, Jack? Where's the coin? Where's the coin, Jack?
Is it in the bag?
No, Jack. Of course it's not. Where's the coin, Jack?
In your pocket?
No, it's in the bag, mate. You need to focus, Jack. Focus. But watch. Would you like to see the big finish?
There's a big finish.
There is a big finish. Are you ready for the big finish?
Go on.
This is the big finish. Are you ready? It happens on 3. Watch the coin. 1, 2, 3. You can't get bigger than that, Jack. That's about as big as you're going to get, and that's a trick with a coin in the bag. There you go. Okay, so that is chop bag. That routine you've just seen is chop bag, and it was my attempt to create a chop cup style routine with a coin bag, because I love chop cup. As you know, I've done chop cup for years, lots of different variations of chop cup and chop and so on and so forth. But I wanted a routine that I could literally just bring a little bag out of, put it on the table, and I'm using a pad here, but you don't need to. That's one of the cool things about using a coin bag. You don't need a pad. No, not at all. There's routines that you put it down on the table, but you can just put it down like that. And in actual fact, the top of the bag is velvet, so it acts as a little pad, if you want it to act as a little pad. But you can do this on any table surface, which is great. And I wanted a routine that I could literally walk up to a table, put a little bag down, make a coin appear, and go into the sequence. And this is what you have with this bag. Honestly, when I do chop bag, I jazz it. Sometimes I'll do more phases, sometimes I'll do less phases, sometimes I'll split it and I'll have 2 coins, sometimes I won't. There's lots of different ways I tend to go with this, but honestly, that jumbo coin production kills them every single time. And I love it because the jumbo coin production is self-working, because you're not having to palm a coin. Normally when you produce a jumbo coin, the jumbo coin is the thing you have to palm. But with chop bag, you don't, because the bag's palming the coin for you, which is great. And normally when I do this, I have the spectator cup their hands out, and I do it into the spectator's hands, and I do it in a walk around situation, because that's the other cool thing about these bags. You don't need a table, because if I have a bag and I show it empty and I put it on the spectator's hand, I'm not going to feel anything but a bag. And yet I can, at any point I want to, make a coin appear inside that bag. It's great. It's really, really awesome. And chop bag is something that you can do, walk around just by putting the bag on the spectator's hand and then making the jumbo coin appear at the end. We've talked in the past about magic. Close-up magic should be quick, it should be visual, it should establish credibility, and you have all of that with this routine. It's quick, it's visual, it adds credibility, it's amazing. So with that being said, that is the first routine. Now we're going to look at a different routine. This is one I love performing as well. This is called coins in cartoon motion. Uses 3 coins. 3 coins in the bag. And these are American half dollars. You can see them there, yeah?
Okay.
What you don't realise is that there's a hole in the back of the bag. It's an invisible hole. You can't see it unless you're a magician. But because there's an invisible hole, I can actually take these coins and I can make them vanish into the hole. Let me show you what I mean. Don't worry about the first coin. Don't worry about the second coin. Watch the third coin as it makes its way into the hole in the bag. And you might have missed that, so I'm going to do it again with this one. Watch this one as it makes its way into the hole in the bag. The last one, you take it and you do this, and when you touch it, it makes its way into the hole in the bag. That's all 3 coins in the hole in the bag. Now, if you want to bring them back, you just wave your hand over, and when you do, the first one goes on top of the bag, the second one is underneath the bag, and the third one is inside the bag, and that is coins in cartoon motion. Okay, so that routine is called coins in cartoon motion, and it was my attempt at doing a very quick version of David Roth's portable hole, but with a bag. Now, I have other versions of the portable hole with a bag, including a new one that's just killer. But this routine, when I worked with World Magic Shop and I would be at Blackpool demming on their stand, this is the routine I would use to dem. This routine, because it just looks impossible, right? You just show 3 coins in a bag, You take the coins out, you make the first one disappear, your hands are empty. You make the second one disappear, your hands are empty. And you make the third one disappear as well, and it feels like your hands are empty. And then with one move, you bring them all back. And it's because of the way that the bag works and everything. Like I say, one of the big things about this coin bag is you can get one behind or one ahead at any point that you want to. So it varies, because normally, you know, you either work one behind or one ahead. The bag allows you to work one ahead or one behind, depending on how you're actually structuring the routine. And you can literally change around in the middle of an act without needing shells or flippers or split coins or anything. It's great. And this routine is awesome because it allows you to get one behind. So the vanish is super simple. But normally when you're one behind, the coin's gone. You can't get that coin back. But with this, you're one behind, but you can bring the coin back at any point you want to. It's great. So this is called Coins in Cartoon Motion. If you want to do something really visual at a table, this is something really visual that you can do, because the vanishes look amazing. And as I say, my goal was to create the appearance of every coin being a complete vanish, and I was able to achieve that, I think. Now, with that in mind, we're now going to go into another routine. I'll tell you right now, this is one of my favorite ways to do a coin production at the start of a set. So if I want to make coins appear, a lot of the time I'll use this. It's called Piggy Bank. Now, the bag has a mesh front. The reason for the mesh front is so you can see inside the bag the whole time. And it's important you see the inside of the bag, because the magic is going to happen and it's going to look amazing. Do you see the bag right there?
I can.
All I have to do is take a piece of nothing, throw that nothing in the air, catch it inside the bag, and when I do, it becomes real and it turns into a coin. Now that is an American $half. It is a 50-cent piece. It is a silver coin. You can examine that coin if you want to. Jack, make sure it's okay. Now, a lot of people turn around to me and they say, Craig, where did the coin come from? Well, it comes from the middle of nowhere. It actually comes from the ether. If I take the bag and take a piece of nothing, throw it up in the air, I can catch the coin inside the bag. You see, that is another American $half. If you want to have a look at that one, you can do. That is exactly the same as the first one. Check it out, make sure it's okay. Is that one good? Now, the last one, you can do it yourself, Jack. Look, I want you to take a piece of nothing and throw it at the bag. Look at that, Jack. You're a miracle worker. You know, normally I'd stop with 3, but should we do one last one?
Go on.
Let's do one last one. Jack, I want you to see there's nothing inside the bag. Watch this, Jack. All I have to do is take a piece of nothing, throw it in the bag, snap my fingers, and just like that, that is a 4th coin right there. And that is a trick with a little bag. And 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of nothing. So that one is really quick and visual, and a lot of the time this is the routine that I'll use to lead into a longer routine. In fact, a lot of the time, especially back in the day when I did restaurants, my set with the bag would be, I would make a I would do I'd do chop bag, then I'd do Piggy Bank, then I'd do a routine which you're going to see in a minute, out in out, and then I'd finish with the jumbo coin production from chop bag. And it was a killer routine, it really was. But Piggy Bank is a great way to make 4 coins appear. And the cool thing is they're seeing the coin appear each time. The bag looks empty and they're seeing the coin appear inside the bag. It's a really strong moment. And that's what the original Ultimate Egg bag was used for, to make the egg appear visually in the bag. And you can do this with the coin very, very easily. And the nice thing is, you can do this completely surrounded. All of these routines can be done completely surrounded. You don't need to be able to classic palm a coin. It's great for people that are getting into coin magic, because you can even do some routines that are completely self-working, which is insane when you think about it, right? But this particular routine, very, very easy to do. Now, you can produce as many coins as you want to. I produced 4. You can produce less. You can produce more. Normally, when I'm going into a longer routine, I'm going to produce maybe 3 coins. In the power of 3, keep it nice and simple. But that's the beautiful thing about Piggy Bank. You've got as many visual moments as you want to. You can make the last coin appear down on the table or in the spectator's hands, and it's great. You know, I firmly believe that coin productions are very important, because if you're going to do coin magic, why would you not make them appear? You know, if you're a magician, you should be able to make them appear, and this is a great way to do that. Anyway, so that's Piggy Bank. We're now going to move on to the 4th one. And the 4th one is based on David Roth's out in out coin box routine. Now, the methods here are completely different. There is no similarity at all between David Roth's out in out and this coin bag routine, other than that was the inspiration behind this coin bag routine. It's a more longer routine. 3 coins go into the bag and then come out the bag by magic. It ends with the coins in the spectator's hand. Let's have a look at it. This is a coin bag. So a coin bag is basically a bag with a mesh front. So you can see what's inside all the time. It means that I can't use sleight of hand because you can see what's inside. Those are the 3 coins. You can check them out if you want to. Make sure they're okay.
It's like a fishing bag.
It's got like a mesh front. I like to think of it as Barbie's laundry bag. Whatever. Watch the 3 coins. The idea is to take the 3 coins one at a time and make them jump into the bag. I've told you what's going to happen.
Yep.
All I have to do is tap and tap. That's the signal for the trick to happen. You see now, yep, that's 1, that's 2. 2 coins, and the first coin makes its magical journey into the bag.
How did you get in there?
Well, I'll do it again because you might have missed it.
I definitely missed it.
1 coin goes in the bag. Can you see that coin?
I can.
I'm going to go really slowly. Let me turn it around this way so you can see everything. Now listen carefully. You're going to hear a clink. That's coin number 1. That's coin number 2. Did you hear the clink?
I did.
Because that's actually the sound of the second coin going inside the bag. That's coin number 2. There it is. Let's do it again. 2 coins in the bag.
2 in the bag.
2 in the bag. That's 1. That's 2. Watch the 2 coins. They go here.
Yep.
The last one, long distance from here to here. You just do this, and it travels, and that's all 3 coins inside the bag. Now the hard part is to get the coins out of the bag. To do that, you have to just put the coins in the bag, turn the bag over, wave your hands over the bag, and when you do, the first one melts up through the back of the bag right there. That leaves us with 2. We'll do it again. 1, 2. 2 coins go in the bag. You can see them there, right?
Yep.
Now the first one actually came out through the top of the bag. The next one, I take it out invisibly and put it here, and you can't see it until I squeeze. And that's the second one. That leaves us with 1 final coin to go. Now the last one, I need to get it out the bag. In order to do that, I put it in the bag. Now I could put it in the normal way, but as this is the last coin, let's try and do it the magic way. Feel the mesh there. You can feel it's solid, right?
Yeah.
Thousands of holes, but solid. I just shrink the coin down so it's so small it fits into one of those tiny little holes in the bag. Take these 2 for me and squeeze them tightly. That would be good. Turn your hand over. Watch the final coin. I don't even use the bag. Just use the coin, and the coin travels invisibly. You're not going to believe this. Have a look.
Hey.
That's all 3 coins right there in your hand. So that is Out and Out, and it's an amazing use of the coin bag. And it actually shows just how versatile the bag is, because with the routine, I'm actually 1 behind and 1 ahead at various different points. So I'm starting off by being 1 ahead. I'm actually using an extra coin. Now, the beautiful thing is normally when you've got an extra coin, you've got it palmed all the time, but with the coin bag, you haven't. The coin bag is keeping it secret and separate for you. And normally if you're using a gimmick, you're using a shell, you got to palm the shell in or palm the shell out. With this, I've got an extra coin in play, but only when I need it. And it's the same with the coins coming out the bag as well. At the end, I'm 1 behind. So I'm switching with how the principles are used. Just by using the coin bag, I can go in any direction I want to. And this is the routine that I did a lot when I was showing them some of the stuff you can do with the coin bag. I was like, let me do this. Oh, wow, that's amazing. It is amazing. It gets incredible reactions. And anybody who does coin magic will tell you that one of the most powerful moments with the coin routine is when that coin appears inside their hand at the end of the routine. And obviously that's how this ends. So it's a killer routine. It's really, really awesome. It shows the power of the coin bag. But we've got one last one to look at, and the final one is coins through table. Anyway, 3 coins in the bag, right?
Yep.
And do you want to examine them, or do you trust me? I mean, we've been using them for other stuff, but if you want to,
I'll trust you this time.
you trust me, okay? Anytime you want to examine them, you can. So the idea is that I keep the 3 coins in the bag.
Yep.
I turn the bag over. 1 at a time, the coins have got to go through the bag, through the close-up pad, through the table, and I've got to catch them in my hand. And you'll hear it when I do this. Listen, 1, 2. That would be the first coin.
Hey.
Gone right through the table.
It has indeed.
It has indeed. So I'll do it again for you. This time you know exactly what's going to happen. So we have 2 coins inside the bag, right? You
Yep.
see them there. The first coin has already gone. The next coin goes exactly the same way. Watch, all I do is this. Listen. And that would be the second coin. Right through the bag, leaves us with 1 last one. Now the last one goes in slow motion. Let me explain. Slow motion. Nothing in the bag.
Nope.
The first step is to have the coin go through the bag. Now if I want to, I can have the coin go up, back up through the bag. But that's not the point. The point is to have the coin go down through the bag. It goes halfway. You then leave it in the bag. You go the rest of the way. And the final coin goes right there, through the bag, through the table. And that, my friend, is a trick with 3 coins and a bag. Now, anybody who's studied my work will know that I love coins through table. I've probably published about 8 different versions of it across my various different coin projects over the years. Coins through table is amazing. I love it. And a lot of the time, if I'm doing like a house party, I'll have somebody hold a tray in the kitchen. I'll do it on the tray, and it always gets works really well. So this coins through table, the reason I like it is because the coins are isolated inside the bag. You can show the coins, because a lot of the time with coins through table, you're putting the 2 coins in the hand, but the 3 coins in the hand, but not really. So you can't show the coin in this hand because there's only 2, not 3. But with this, they see the coins in the bag. You're one behind at this point. You put the coins in the bag, put your hand under the table, boom, the first one goes through, and you can show there's just 2, and your hand and the bag is empty. And that, again, you require less palming when you're using a coin bag because the bag is palming the coin for you at various different points. I also love the fact that you can do every single coin, and the final coin, you can go in slow motion. You can make it go through the bag, make it come back up through the bag, put it back down through the bag, and ultimately go back down through the table into the spectator's hands. The nice thing is, from a transitioning point of view, it's very easy to move from one coin bag routine to the other. Like this routine will follow perfectly from Piggy Bank and then go straight into something like Chop Bag or something into Out and Out. You know, they all kind of work together harmoniously, which is great. But this one, yeah, it's a really fun routine. It's called Coins Through Table. It's with a coin bag, and that's your final routine for the 5x5. So there you go, guys. That's another video in the bag. Do me a favor. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Now, you want to see more videos? All you got to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. You want to see more coin magic? Go to the Netrix, www.thenetrix.com. It's my online streaming platform for magicians. You can access stuff on there immediately. But thank you once again for joining. I will see you again soon. My name's Craig from Magic TV.